The SundaeSwap team have finally announced the winners of the ISO voting process. So the voting process, which went for an entire 5 days, the Epoch 302, has finally ended, and the results have been tallied and now are published online on their blog posts. And it's very similar to what we saw on the results for pool.pm/Sunday, which a lot of the community were following. So let me just pull this up here.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast.
So we can see on the SundaeSwap blog, you can get to it at sunday-finance.medium.com. They'll go through the ideas, what came out of the voting process, and some of the feedback that they got in regards to the international communities and some of the single stake pool operators as well, and how the heavy weighting of the votes went to a lot of the big pools, which is how it is just going to work at the moment. But they've taken a lot of feedback in regards to how the vote has happened and what they're going to do in the future to start decentralizing the voting process and creating their first SundaeSwap DAO. So eventually it's going to turn into more of a better community-driven governance for the SundaeSwap protocol. So we're going to see that eventually happen. But what you're waiting for is the results. These are the first pools here, and we can see that they're very similar to what we saw on the pool.pm website. There are a couple of pools that were switched a little bit, and we can see that a little bit further down the list. So there may be a few different positionings here. So we can see block was a little bit lower, but all their names are still in there. All the pools that are on the list, they're both there. I've verified that before. They just swapped around a little bit. The pools on the waiting list as well are all there. I don't think I missed any there. And you can see our pool just made it onto the list there. So we're in position 36, and the swapping didn't affect us either. So thank you so much for everyone that voted for us, and congratulations to the list of the 30 stake pools that will be offering the ISO. So what do you need to do now? I wrote a blog post. I did a video on this last night, a quick video, which I probably will take down because the quality is a little bit bad. Don't rush video production before a meetup and then have people walk in. It was a bad idea. So here I said, well, let's get ready to delegate. We know what the pools are now. It's been official. So we can start looking at these pools. Have a look for one that will pay both of your rewards. We're looking for a stake pool that isn't overly saturated. So 65 million ADA is full saturation. So we're looking for pools under that saturation point so that we can earn both our ADA rewards and our SundaeSwap tokens as well. So a fully saturated pool won't affect your SundaeSwap tokens, but it will affect your ADA rewards, and that's what you want. You want to optimize that as much as possible. So if it was for me, I would be going through this list and I'll be looking for one of the smaller pools on the list that isn't overly saturated. There are plenty of good operators here. Some of these multi-pools as well, such as a Bloom, where is it? Bloom, there it is, North. They provide absolutely fantastic staking services. I just picked them out because I know them. I know all of these pools are absolutely fantastic. They're pillars in the Cardano community. So if you stake to any of these, just look for one that isn't as saturated, go for a smaller pool, and you can guarantee that it won't get flooded in the rush to get these SundaeSwap tokens. So that's probably an important thing to look at. Now, when will the ISO start? When will it happen? I mentioned this in my other video as well. The team are waiting for a couple of factors. One of the main factors is multiple wallet support. So they already have demonstrated that they can connect to Yoroi and they can connect to Nami wallet, but Yoroi with the DApp connector isn't officially released yet. I've been playing around with it as well. You can get to it. There is a nightly build, Yoroi Nightly, that you can see there. You can install that and have a little play with it, but you have to keep in mind that this is a development version. It's not there. Whoops, not yet. That's for later in the video. It's not there for you to actually officially work with yet, but you can have a little play with it and see what the experience might be like. You can use Ergo decks at the moment and have a little play there, but that's what you will see eventually when the new version of Yoroi wallet rolls out. Now, how much SundaeSwap tokens are going to be distributed from their tokenomics? They have 55% of the SundaeSwap tokens allocated to the public, 5% of that will be allocated and distributed in this ISO over a 25-day period. So every 5 days is one epoch will be getting 1% of that total public supply. So that will be distributed amongst all of the delegates that are delegating to all of these stake pools here, and we'll see how much per person, per ADA, will get based on how many people actually delegate for these SundaeSwap tokens. So it's going to be quite interesting to see, and we'll just have to wait and be able to calculate at the end of the very first epoch when and how much SundaeSwap tokens will get. What wallets can you use? I answered this as well, but anything that you can stake with at the moment. If you're already staking on a particular stake pool, you can use Yoroi, Daedalus, CC Vault, ADA Lite, or any other wallet that supports staking, native Cardano staking directly from the wallet. A wallet such as Exodus, I talked about this at a meetup last night. Some people were voting with Exodus because you can have multi-currencies in there, which is fantastic. Exodus is a good wallet, but Exodus forces you to stake directly into an Exodus pool, and they're not on the list. So you won't be able to get your SundaeSwap tokens if you're staking with them within their mechanism. If you're using ADA Lite, I did this in the video as well in the meetup. You can check it out on our YouTube page. If you're staking with ADA Lite, you need the pool ID to paste it into the staking area within ADA Lite wallet to change over to one of these stake pools here. So there are ways to get around it. There's little things you need to do, but you can stake from all these wallets here. What you probably should get familiar with, though, is how Nami wallet works and how the Yoroi wallet may work as well. If you haven't yet set up a Nami wallet, I highly suggest you do. Get in there, test it out, see how it works. You can see my collection of space buds here. You can see the NFTs. They're pretty cool. And you can see how it works, how you may interact with the DEX eventually as well. So get familiar with Nami wallet, get familiar with Yoroi dApp connector as well. So get ready for that. Now, what can you swap at launch? So this has been talked about in the Discord channel, on the SundaeSwap Discord channel. The very first trading pair that will be up and launch will be ADA/Sundae. So you'll be able to swap between Sundae tokens. So when you get the SundaeSwap tokens from the ISO distribution, you'll be able to sell them immediately on the DEX once you've got them back for ADA rewards as well. So the swap pair might be... I don't know what the price will be. So we have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. So what can you do now? We do know that the announcement has been made for the official stake pools. So like I said, check out all the stake pools. Look for one that isn't overly saturated. Look, maybe the smallest one. Look for the missions-driven pools as well, such as Grow. They do a fantastic and amazing job of trying to promote a lot of their missions that they do. Check them out. Subscribe to the SundaeSwap Twitter as well. They will announce through Twitter the exact date when things are going to start, or hang around in Discord and chat to the people there. If you're around the Discord channel, the same questions be repeated over and over again. So it's quite a repetitive process, but Discord's cool. All right, so that's it for the SundaeSwap announcements. Now, there are some other interesting developments that have happened overnight, which I didn't sleep much last night. This here I saw on Reddit. It's come out that the people that have been scamming stake pool operators and creating fake stake pools are starting to do that now on other well-branded stake pools out there. So when the Meld ISO was going on, they did a whole lot of, not a whole lot, they created a stake pool called Meld 4, and this particular pool was jumping into the process. So people thought, oh, Meld 4 is released, I can stake my ADA there and get Meld tokens, but that wasn't the case. So what happened here was they'd make that fake pool, people were delegating to it, and they were taking all their ADA rewards, and that is not on. So they reported it, they couldn't do much about it, unfortunately. But people were made aware that it was a fake pool. But what they're doing now is they're going through and they're pinching a whole bunch of other brand names. So if you have a look here, they've taken Hosky, they've taken Meld in general, they've taken NAMI, they've the ITC into the cryptoverse as well. I did not realize that. So if you look at ITC, ITC2, they're in there. So they're trying to capture this and steal away some delegations. So it's been reported. There we go. Community strike, fake name. So be aware. Is anyone delegating here? There's two people. No, two owners. Delegates. I'm trying to look for the list. Delegates. Oh no, delegates two. Okay, so people aren't. Hopefully they aren't going to fall for this, but it's something to keep in mind. Make sure you're delegating to the right one and be aware of this this scam that is going on at the moment. Okay, now. Last night or during the day for most of the people in Europe, Ardana had launched announced that they are listing their Dana token on 3 centralized exchanges. And of course, I can't remember what they are, so let me just pull them up on the YouTube video. Ryan Matovu joined. I did a interview with Ryan Matovu about it, and you can get to it on the YouTube channel, but I'll just go down here. So they're releasing their Dana token on Gate.io, Bitmart, and MEXC. MX. I really don't know how to pronounce that name. It's a little bit of an odd one. But their stablecoin platform is launching very soon. I've spoken to Ryan. They're very confident with the platform. It's running very smoothly. They're just going through final audits, and they're just waiting for the PAB and everything else to be released so they can release their platform too. So they're very close to launching, and I can tell Ryan's not as stressed as he used to be. So that's a really cool thing. He's engaging with the community a lot more. So check out that interview. Make sure you find out and learn a little bit more about this stablecoin platform. I always thought stablecoins were boring. They're not. They're a vehicle and mechanism for offloading and unloading through cryptocurrencies. And with what they're doing here and creating a decentralized Forex exchange, Forex trading, you have the ability to send fiat currency to the other side of the world via the blockchain, via Cardano, via Ardana, and convert it to euros. So I can send Australian dollars from here all the way to Europe, exchange it out there with minimal fuss, minimal fees, and in a tiny fraction of the time that it will take for my banks to do that. I just did this last week. I had to pay a video designer over in Europe, 1,500 euros. It took a week to get there, but only $6 in fees, which wasn't too bad for Australia. So that wasn't too bad, but now I can do it with a fraction of a cost and get it there within a few minutes. So that's amazing. That's really cool. That's what Dana will provide, and please check out that video interview. Now, I forgot to mention with the ISO, this is probably the pool. This is run by Homer, an Australian stake pool operator that will be advising most of our delegates of our own stake pool, ADAOZ. If we don't get it into their list, we'll be asking our delegates to stake over to Homer on AAA pool. You can see already that it's starting to go up. They've gone from, 596 delegates to 652 delegates just in that last bit of time. So we'll see what happens with our own pool. Eventually, hopefully some delegates will come back. If you swap to these pools to get the SundaeSwap tokens, please come back to your original pool, help your stake pool operator out, decentralize the network, please. Right. Now, I have a couple of things that are coming up and some other interesting topics here. So this here was a little fun thing that I saw pop up this morning. The ADA the Filipino ADA team, have put together a little swap for the Hosky token. So if you have missed this, Hosky tokens have been distributing. They're a meme coin on Cardano. Why not? Hence, it's a dog. Yep, it's a dog theme. Get it? Okay. They've created a little mini swap. It's not a full decentralized exchange. It's just something that they created. It's hosted on their network. It doesn't work through the congestion issues. It's very concurrent, as it was explained to me by Clark. So you can have a play around with it though, and you can actually swap your tokens on this particular platform. So suddenly Hosky tokens have some sort of value. A very low value. You're swapping Lovelace for Hos tokens. and then you're paying a little fee for it. So you can actually sell your Hosky tokens, sorry. Last but not least, I have an interview with the team from CardaHub, an NFT marketplace where you can actually mint your NFTs directly from your wallet, directly from your NAMI wallet, directly onto the platform into a smart contract. So a lot of the marketplaces that operate now, you have to use escrow, or you use their wallet and you send your NFTs there. It's just a little bit of a awkward way of doing it. What CardaHub are doing is they're doing it directly through smart contracts. You're signing the contract directly from your wallet to the smart contract, minting the NFT, and then receiving it back or having it produced straight away. So it's a very good way of doing it. There's no custodial holding of the NFT, no custodial holding of your ADA or anything like that. It's all on the blockchain and it's all back into your wallet. So check out this interview, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us that thumbs up, hit subscribe, click on that notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as these interviews come out. So, but until next time, bye.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.